Good evening, Soft Tippers. Welcome to the Soft Tip Network. My name's Dan. I'm going to do a little review for you today. Something a little bit different. We're not going for barrels today. We're actually going for a board. The Orion board from Viper. These are available direct from Darts Corner, so the only place to get these in the UK. It is an offline board, so a good one to have if you're building a little bar in the back garden for friends and that's to play on if you want to get together. You can play up to 8 people on these. There's over 48 games and there's 320 options on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of the box and we're going to have a little look at what you get. So first of all, what you would get in the box obviously is a dartboard. So I'll have a look at the front packaging at the moment. So on the front here you've got a picture of the board. As you can see, it comes with the grey and red accents on what will be your white and green ones, and obviously the standard red and black on your 20s, 18s and 13s. At the bottom here you can see in the image there is a display here. It is a sort of display you get on a calculator, so there's no sort of like graphic screen or anything like that. And it comes with everything you need to get yourself going really. So obviously what we're going to do is look at the back now, so that gives you a full picture spectrum of the board in its entirety. It shows you a few bits of information about the board. So it's got a large catch ring. It's target tested tough segments. So obviously it's been rigorously tested. I don't know if they shoot a dart out of a gun or something to test these things, but apparently it's been rigorously tested. It's got instant game shortcuts. It's got the ultra thin spider wire, so less bounce outs for everybody. They are a bit of a problem on a soft tip board. You get quite a few bounce outs. And then we've got the scoring system up here. You've got a dart tracker. You've got your points per darts, you've got your round scores and cyber players, so you can play the computer on 5 different levels. There is team play and there is a laser light compatible Laser Oche that comes with these. You can buy them separately. I do have one and I will go and get it to show you. So we'll open the box up and see what's inside. And then we'll take a closer look at everything when I get it out. So what we've got in here to start off with. So firstly, out of the box, everybody needs that. It's your power supply. So it's power supply. Those of you that have got Nexus boards will know that this is the sort of thing that you get with one of those. And it's adaptable for any country via this twist-on adaptable plug here. So in this, you actually get a European and a UK fixing. There's your European fixing and you have your UK fixing, and these will just twist on for the region that you're in, and they basically get you up and running and live. So there's your charger there. Let's pull out what's on this side. Okay, so on this side here, okay, so you've got the Viper Throwline measuring tape. This is pretty cool. So what you would use this for is you would use a soft tip or a steel tip. And you would open it up, so if I show you on here, I'll show you when we get a closer look actually. But you actually put the dart through the end of the tape into the bullseye, and it actually has a dedicated line for soft tip and steel tip written on the tape, but I'll show you that shortly. You've got your set of darts in here, so you've got some integrated stems that you would normally get on, say, a Nexus. Really tiny little flights on those as well, they're small. And then you've got some, what I would imagine are brass barrels. So you get a set of brass barrels in there, 2 sets of those, and we'll take a closer look at those a little bit later on, and a load of tips at the base here. So you've got your tips in there as well. Actually you've got quite decent tips to be fair, but we'll have another look at those. You've actually got a ditch the training wheels. When you're ready to upgrade from the included starter darts, visit your local darts retailers to browse some GLD, Viper and Fat Cat dart sets. Happy darting. So a nice little advert there inside there. GLD is an American company. They've basically been in America for many years, selling Viper boards, non-online boards to people in America that play soft tip. They've now branched out into the UK via Darts Corner with 2 variations of their board. So this is the more expensive one, and then you have one that's slightly lower down in the spectrum. Also in here you've got your mounting screws that are all in the back there, with wall plugs that are also included in here as well. Next up, what else have we got in here? So now we get to anything else in the box apart from the board. Probably, we'll pull the board out. So this is the board in its entirety. As you can see, it's quite a big board. It's not one of the little noddy ones that you get from Argos. It is quite a decent size, nice decent size surround. I'll put it out with cellophane. Please do not put this over your head. There are safety instructions there for a reason. Don't put plastic bags on your head, it is silly. In here, right, what we got here. So, instruction manual and a thank you from GLD. The Orion board, so there's your instructions there. We're going to have a look at that later. Oh, nice, that's pretty cool little addition. So you've got your little Viper throw line here, and it's actually a training throw line as well. So you've got +1 and -1, right the way up to 5, and that goes right the way across the actual strip of the foul line or the throw line. And that gives you a gauge of where to throw from. So it's quite cool when you're actually positioning your feet where on the actual hockey you're standing, so you can gauge that. That's quite a cool little addition. Like the fact it's got a throw line in there with it. And then the actual board itself. So yeah, it's quite a weighty board, which means that obviously the construction in it I think is pretty good. Nice and solid. The segments do look pretty well raised. They are pitted across here as well, which stops a lot of bounce out. It helps the darts to glance in. It's actually silver, not grey, so it's actually quite nice. It's quite a metallic look to it actually. And you've got your solid numbers are actually sort of moulded into the actual surround here. So that's a really nice touch. You've got your screw points are here, 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 and here, and you screw through the board into the back to screw that into the wall. Or you do have the options on the rear here to put a screw in and hang it in a central point and then a base point there. For sturdiness, I would probably use the 4. For ease of changing between boards, I'd probably be going for the 2 points here. But yeah, other than that, it looks really smart. The only thing I think to do is get a few bits set up and show you some more of the features of the board. Okay, so this is the board a little bit close up. So as you can see, it is on standby mode currently. So this is it plugged in. I'm now going to switch it on. So we'll switch it on here for you. And as you can see, it lights up and lets you know what the is going on the left hand side of the screen. So at the top here you've got G01 and underneath here you've got 100. Okay, so obviously you've got loads of different options within the booklet. Now the booklet it comes with, I'll show you this. We'll show you all the different options that are available to you in the different games. So let me just open this up here. So inside here you've got all of the different options, different games that you can play. Big 6, double down, 41. There's loads in here. High score, cutthroat cricket, scram cricket. There's standard cricket, simple cricket, round the clock. But yeah, there's loads of different bits and pieces. So you've got count up, which is standard on most boards. All the options here. And each of them has a handicap option as well. So obviously you've got league games you can play, which is different sets. And then you've got over, under, killer, 9 lives, halve it, and 21 points. These are little practice games that you can play as well. And all the codes are in here. So you'll just scroll through and hit game until you find the one that you want. So say you wanted game 26, we wanted a game of over. We would just keep tapping that. So what was it? Game 26. Game 26 is number of players you can change here. So you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 players at once, which is really cool. I think it's good to be able to get lots of people involved. So let's do 8 players and then we'll hit start game. So you have the option there and it gives you the option here on the overs game. So obviously I'll read up on the rules on this because it's not one I'm familiar with. But it gives you the option there to 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that shows obviously the right hand side is lit up here. And then that screen would then change to show player 5, 6, 7 and 8. So you can play with up to 8 players in most of the games. A lot of them have 2. But yeah, it's a really nice little board actually. I think it'd be great for kids, really superb for them. If you don't want them sort of throwing darts skew if at your Nexus, I think it's a good investment to get them a practice board and something they can all interact on. They can have their pals over as well. Something else I noticed on here, that there's a lot of inclusive accessories on this board that you don't realise when you first open it up. And I'll show you a few of them now. So obviously it came with some darts, which is pretty cool. It's nice that they give you sort of 2 sets of barrels. I was going to set them up. Yeah, let's put one up. So obviously you've got one of the darts here. They do take the largest stem. So you've got the old school 4B stem, and then you've got a 2BA tip, which is normally the other way around. I mean, the Nexus darts were the other way around. So they had the larger tip and the normal stem. So these are switched around a little bit. But I didn't realise, but it's really cool, but you can actually house them. House your darts in the side of the board. So you've got little holdalls there for 6 darts, and you can have them mounted in the dartboard for safekeeping. Also, another really cool little feature of the board is you've got a little tip pot at the front there. So you can just tip your put your tips in this little pot here, and you can get them quite easily out of there. Let me just switch it off and on again, and I'll show you some of the sounds. Obviously, it's not all whistles and bangs like you would get on a Nexus board or a Grand board, but it's going to be great for kids, and it's going to be great for kids to enjoy. So we just go game menu 301. Okay, cool. Let's start game. So obviously you hit a bullseye.
Double. Bullseye.
And then
Single. Bullseye.
and then obviously your trebles.
Triple. Next player.
Ah, so you just get triple. So you get double bullseye, single bullseye, and triple. Okay, let's go on to the next player. The next player button's the same as the start game button, just down here on the right hand side.
Player 2.
So
Single.
single,
Double.
double.
Triple. Next player.
So there's no low tons, there's no
Player
hat tricks, white horses announced or anything like that. It just gives you triple, double, single, double bullseye, and single bullseye. So that's the sounds that you get out of it. Let me just see 175 check out. So
Double. Bullseye. Double. Bullseye. Double. Bullseye. Next
to the
player.
next player.
2.
He's not playing very well at the moment, so he's going to hit 9.
Single. Single. Next player. Player 1.
So it's now got 25 left,
Single.
19, and then double 3.
Double.
And you get a nice round of applause when you win the game. Pretty cool. I think it's really awesome, to be fair, for the price point, which is this many euros and this many dollars. I think it's a really good little addition for any darts bar or any kid's bedroom that wants to play some soft tip darts. And then you never know. I mean, the kids may progress on to want to play a Nexus board or a Grand board, or when soft tip does take off in the UK, you never know. There may be leagues floating around on darts live boards. But for now, this is going to be an amazing starter board for kids, and I really do recommend people to get it. So yeah, the best place to get these would be on the Darts Corner website. It's the only place they are available, and I will sort of let you know what the other board is and the price point of that as well. So yeah, that is it. That is the Orion board. Go out, grab one, get it in your Christmas stocking for the kids. And it is laser light ready. So what I'll do now is I will set that up with the laser light, and I can show you how it works. Okay, so let's have a look at this Viper laser light. This is a mini laser throw line. I think this is an awesome concept, and I think that all of the boards that are sold, the Nexus board, the Grand board, all of those different options should have an option for this. It's quality, in my opinion. I personally have the Viper throw line. I have the Viper Oche, Laser Oche. Myself, I've got the big one that you screw into the wall. This was exactly the same Laser Oche, just in a much more compact and easy to use, in my opinion, option. So this here, I'll get it out of the packaging, is your laser light Oche. That's it. It's that little box there. Obviously you've got your warning labels there about laser radiation. This is standard, another GLD product from Viper, and it has exactly the same front twisting laser Oche pointer as what I've got on mine. Now the class thing about this is, if you excuse my head and shoulders, is it will plug straight into somewhere around here. I think I'm going to take this little naughty sticker off. Let me take this naughty sticker off. Oh, why do stickers never peel off properly? So frustrating. Has anybody had that problem back in the early 2000s and 90s where you opened up a CD? No, I hated having stickers on my CD cases. It was just the bane of my existence. And then you always get left with this sticky, gunky mess on the front of your CD case. Right, so that is it. That's the sticker off the bottom. So I'm going to show you this here. Don't know if you can see that. So on the bottom here, you've got the 2 clips and the actual jack plug there for the laser light. So that will go straight into here. And that plugs in there. Switch it on, and there it is. Your laser light is ready to rock. How neat is that? How neat and compact and well thought out is that bit of kit? For you to be able to actually physically pop a laser light into the bottom of your soft-tip board without any screws, nothing. It just clips in with a jack plug. No batteries, nothing. I think that is an absolutely quality little addition to this board, which means you're going to be able to adjust the throw line for your kids. So as they get older, you can move the throw line back a bit further and you can get them to the spot on distance. You can set it up in your at-home bar, put it in your garage, clip it in the bottom, and you've got yourself an Oche. No need for any raised Oches or duct tape on the floor. And these are really, really cheap to buy. You can buy them separately. You don't have to have it, but to be honest with you, the option's there. Who wouldn't? Absolute quality little touch from Viper, that. And I think, in my honest opinion, if anybody's out there, if Target are out there, if Grand Darts are out there, get this sorted out. Get these laser Oches attached to the bottom of your boards, because I swear it's a fantastic little invention and a superb contraption. And to be honest with you, I wish all of my boards came with it. So yeah, that is the Viper board with the laser light attached. I think it's a great investment for kids. I think people should go out and grab one. It's a great bit of fun, and it's not expensive. It's not overly expensive for a quality board that's plugged into the mains. It's not battery powered. You haven't got to go out and buy 100 AA batteries to get it working. Comes with 2 sets of darts, loads of spare tips, so you've got everything that the kids need to get going, and you can switch it on and away you go. First thing, Christmas morning, you could have it up and done by 9 o'clock. No signing in, no apps to log into, and this is also another real good point about these boards, and I think this is extremely important in this day and age, is online safety. I think online safety is extremely important nowadays, and the fact that this isn't an online board means it would be more accessible, and I'd be a lot happier for my kids to be playing on a board like this as often as they wanted without my supervision, but they still get that soft tip experience. I think online play and online safety is extremely important. I think this is a great option for people that are wary of that. I personally will be setting this up for the kids, and they will have hours and hours of fun with it. So that's my review on the Viper Orion board. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, like and subscribe to the channel. We do have a lot of reviews on certain dart barrels from various different companies, some reviews on Nexus boards, and we've got a live review on our Facebook page of the Grand board. Have a look at the page, join us on our socials. I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. We go again.